Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's so glad to see everybody here on a wonderful Tuesday evening slash afternoon. We're glad we can all be here together, and we are going to get right into everything because this is a secret sauce kind of element tonight. So we're hoping everybody has had a fantastic day and have your life book in front of you because we are about to get into element 3. So the title of element 3 is How Do You Create What You Want? So if we think about it, for the last couple of weeks, we've been discussing how do we know what it is that we want? We have to narrow down it is on our decision making exactly what it is that we want. So we're all there, aren't we? We're awake and we're excited because it's how do I get from knowing what I want to actually putting it into action. That's what we're going to get into tonight. How do you create what you want? Now, when we think about it, it takes a lot more than just willpower because willpower always gets a lot of attention. But isn't it true that after a while, maybe circumstances can change and we may not have the power to continue doing what we may have started off doing? So, what picks up on even those bad days? Definitely mindset, but also by you creating what you want. How do you get past the environment around us where others are bringing in things that are comfortable for them, but they may not be comfortable for you? That's what we're going to get into a bit today. So we're going to look on here on page number 79, and it says step one, your structural tension to organize your macro habits. Okay, that's an interesting word because maybe we don't always use the thought of structural tension. But when you think of resistance bands, what's the point and purpose of a resistance band or a rubber band? Well, what we do is we start off with this stretch, right? And the purpose of it is to create tension. We don't want it to break. We want to see how far we can stretch it, how strong that it is. So, speaking of, let's take a pause moment for a minute. And let me introduce myself to you. Some of you I already know, but my name is Sylvia, and I am a client and a coach and I have been doing this since October. I started the program in October of 2021 with the bucket load full of health issues and medicines that went right along with it. So I pretty much thought that that was the way that my life was going to be until I saw my dear friend and coach Barbara on social media. And she looked amazing and was so upbeat and positive. So I said, well, is this possible that this could be for me? I wasn't hoping for health or anything. I just was hoping that maybe I could lose a little weight and possibly to feel a little better. Well, in the process of that time, even though we are not a medical company, we are not technically a weight loss company, we know that. I have been able to lose weight. I've lost 56 pounds and have been able to keep it off. And I'm like a few pounds away from my healthy BMI, which is what I want to be. That's my goal. I've never had that happen before. And I'm also no longer taking medication. I counted up today that I was on pain medication for 16 years. Not anymore. I'm so grateful for that because that can, it can cause a lot of other kind of issues as well. I also am no longer taking medication for high blood pressure or cholesterol as well. So, and my sarcoidosis is in remission. So I'm a happy camper, and I'm very grateful for this program for giving me my health back because I wasn't even anticipating that could even be a possibility. So I'm really, really grateful for that. Now I get to be here with you all, which is a privilege. So back to element 3. When we look at the value of structural tension, so it may not be words we use all the time, but we're familiar with that. What happened when we began our plan? Our coaches told us, your food is going to be here. You're going to start your day off with a meal. You're going to eat every 3 hours, and you're going to drink 64 ounces of water a day. Okay, this is all brand spanking new. How did that happen? So you began one day at a time, and you started doing what? You started your portion controlled meals. You started your day off with your first meal. And then 3 hours later, you continued on through the day. You drank your water throughout the day. And so what happened? Then you began to lose weight. That had to have a beginning point even before then, though. So if you take a look on page 80 in your life book, and there you have an example of a structural tension chart that Dr. A put there. So it says overweight, okay, current reality, 195 pounds, muffin top, 35 inches, secondary choices. So what is that? This is what we do in order to get to the last part of the structural tension chart. So your desired outcome. What did he do? He ate those portioned meals. He had breakfast every day. He had low glycemic carbs, had lean and green, and 8 glasses of water daily. Yeah? Okay, so that is what we're familiar with, the value of the tension chart and the fact that it works. Whether you're brand spanking new or have been here for a few weeks or a few months, this is something that you're already familiar with and you know that it works. But can we just take a minute and think about what it is that goes into this tension chart? So it's not just about information, okay? Can you dream a little bit? When you think about what it is that you want and how that it comes about, that's what we're talking about now. So maybe your desired result, you're thinking, if maybe I'll start feeling a little better, I'll lose a little weight. Take the time to specifically write down what it is that you want. So you want to dream? Do you want to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds? Do you want to have more energy? Do you want to have the ability to be able to run around with your kids and your grandkids? Do you want to be able to do that? Then write that down on page number 81, because this is where we have the opportunity to write down what we want as our desired result. And I must tell you, take up your, pardon me, because of my light, but you all know that this is a Habits of Health book. So there are pages inside of it that your first parts 1.3, 1.3, and 1.4, because it gives you a little more detail into the structural dynamics and exactly how to create the structural tension chart for yourself. But don't be overwhelmed by the wording because you're already doing it. You just need to be able to put this into practice more. Okay. This part, I love this part, because how do we get from here to actually doing it? That's called the habit loop. So the habit loop is on page 83. So when we looked at the beginning of the structural tension chart, everything begins with a cue. So he says, okay, I set my phone to remind me every 3 hours as my cue, and the Habits of Health app does this automatically for me. We know what that is, right? Everybody has that already on their phone. We already have the Habits of Health app that lets us know when it's time for us to drink the water or when it's time for us to have our next fueling. If you don't, check with your coach so that they can make sure that that gets on your phone as soon as possible. The next part is the routine. Well, we're already up in the morning, aren't we? So if we go from getting up in the morning and having our fueling, and we continue to do that, then what does it do? It becomes part of our routine because we're accustomed to getting up. So we're going to take something that we're already familiar with and add to it so that this habit will continue, but it will serve us according to our goals. So we've gone from the cue, which is we're up in the morning, we take our fueling, and the reward is what? Well, it tastes good and we're full, so it feels good and we have energy, and we take that and we get up and we start our day. Okay, so how do we get all of this into proportion? 84 is where you start with something that's familiar to you. So your alarm goes off and tells you what it's time for you to do. And what do? You eat a portion of your meal, and your reward is that you're full. So this is simple. Doesn't that sound simple? It is simple. It is simple, but it takes a little bit to get these things in habit. You know, it takes, the estimate is that it takes 66 days for a habit to start, but don't get overwhelmed by the number, because what's something that we do all the time that's a habit? We get up in the morning and we do what? We brush our teeth. Yeah, we do that. That's a habit that we do. So do we remember when that started? Likely no, because our parents started us with that when we were little. So the same thing for us now. 66 days to create a habit. If you've been on the plan for a month, which I know some of you have, congratulations, I've seen some of your results, then guess what? You're halfway there to creating your habit. Now, what we're going to do now is bring on someone who has already instilled some healthy habits and is going to tell us a little bit about a little bit about her story and how she's been able to use these habits and help her to reach her goal. We're going to talk to Barbara Bryant, who's my coach. Hi, Barb.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Barbara. I started the program back in June of last year, so it'll be a year on the 28th of June. I'm a health and wellness coach. I became that back in September. The reason that I began the program was because of my health reasons, but I was thinking about it, and the only way that I was going to get my health in shape or get it in a better way is that I had to get some of this weight off of me. So I decided, okay, that was one of my micro habits to install was to lose the weight. So, but I had 3 questions that I had to ask myself, which was, first of all, do I want to do it? That was the first thing, because I don't like being told what to do. And my coach and her coach would tell you that. They both know that. I said that. I don't like being told what time to eat, when to eat, what to eat. I never did. That's why I never did any programs. So the second thing was, can I actually do it? Is it achievable? Can I do this? I don't know. I had doubts. Again, my coach and my coach's coach would tell you, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. Then the third thing is, well, they're telling me I have to eat 6 meals a day. How am I going to eat 6 meals a day? I'm going to need a reminder. So, like I said, it's been a year. Here I am. It's okay being told what to do. Being told what to do has benefited me. Is it achievable? Can I do it? I have done it. Okay. Is it easily activated? For the first 2 weeks, no, it wasn't. But now I do it automatically. Like she said, like getting up and washing your face and brushing your teeth. And the result is I have lost 30 pounds. I feel good. I get up in the morning, something new. I make up my bed, and this is something I have never done. Before I leave my bedroom, I make up my bed. So these are some of the things that I do because I'm steady growing. I'm steady doing new things. I'm steady, I'm happy. I'm good. So this is some of the things that I have done, and I hope that everybody will be able to do the same thing. That's my short story.
That's so awesome, Barb. Thank you so much. Y'all feel free to put some love in the chat for Barb because she is living it. And so you can imagine how wonderful it is for me to have her for my coach. I am really, really privileged and honored. Thank you so much, Boom. So how do we put this into practice now? Well, let's take into consideration where we are in the year. Today's the first year of summer. First year? Wow, the first day of summer. So what is it that we enjoy doing during this time? We enjoy spending time with our family. We enjoy doing things like going to the beach, going to the parks, having backyard barbecues and things like that, vacation, even just rest time. So how do we handle that? Do we let others around us dictate to us? Or do we even say, I'm gonna do good now and I'm gonna set it aside for that time and then I'll get back to it? Does that feel like a habit or does it? Let's take a minute and look at it when we think. Barbara mentioned some things. She said, when you're starting a habit, is it achievable? Can I actually do it? And is there something that can remind me to do this? So that's where your structural tension chart starts off. Remember, we talked about that last bubble? What is it that we're putting in there? Our long-term goals. So before we go on our summer activities, can we take a minute and sit and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea with your future self? Yeah, your future you. Well, you know you now, but what about your future you? What do you want to do and what do you want to be? So your future you might tell you, yes, I want to go to this summer barbecue. I want to go and be with my friends. I want to go and hang out with my family. That's what I want to do. That's great. So we know there's going to be lots of food there. Well, we've eaten before. We know that. We understand that. So how do we handle all of that that's getting ready to happen? What do we do? Yes, we make a contract with our future self. Do not forget what you wrote down that you want to be. It is who we are. And we are making a contract with our future self. So what can we do? How can we handle that? By being intentional. We need to take a minute and think all those things that we want to do, we're going to be able to do. We're going to get a chance to be with our loved ones. The sun is going to feel good on our skin. We're going to love and hug on each other. That's going to be there. What about the food? Can we talk about it? Might as well, because it does seem to be the elephant in the room. Speaking of elephants, remember the joke about how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you do your habits, your new habits? We handle them one healthy habit at a time. So maybe before, a couple of years ago, we were like, I'm going to this picnic and I'm in charge of food. I'm the one, everybody always knows that I'm the one in the family. I'm the one who gets everything organized. I'm in charge of food. Do you have to be this year? Maybe we can be the one in charge of games. Can we get the balls? Get the water balloons or whatever we're using for that? Maybe someone else can either be in charge of food or can sit with the food. Because what can you do? Think about your future you. Think about the you right now. You'll be able to move around with the kids, your grandchildren, your kids. You know, that outfit that you saw in the store and you said, "Ooh, those shorts are so cute. I want to wear those." Wear your shorts. Go and get them from the store. You don't want to be standing around the at the table. Get around in your shorts and move around with the kids. Go play, have fun, get in the water. Because that's part of the reason why we're there too, right? At the same time, maybe before we can offer to bring a lean and green. And we've got several of them on our on optavia.com. that give us an option for feeding a larger amount of people. Make a healthy, lean, and green. Bring them along with us. Introduce somebody else to some healthy eating. All of this to say, and there's a lot of information. I didn't even touch the half of it, but take time, because this is when you want to utilize your coach. This is an element that you want to go over with your coach with. So before you all get a chance to do that, take a piece of paper. On the left side of the paper, write down all the things about you that you want to change. Okay, just be completely honest, raw. Maybe you don't like how you fit in your clothes, you don't like how you feel about yourself, you're not comfortable being around in people in the public because you don't feel good about yourself. Write all that down. Then on the right, write down all the things that you are going to be. You're going to fit into that dress. You're going to fit into that pants. You're going to pull that shirt over you and it's not going to have a belly there, fellas. You're going to pull those shorts on. You may not even need the elastic waist ones anymore. You're going to be able to run around in the water. If you fall down, you're not going to be worried that somebody is thinking that, why is that man out in the water? None of that. You're going to be you. Write all of those things down. Send that to your coach. Because it's not a if, it's when you get to implement all of your healthy habits and become the person that you want to be, because we are responsible for creating the person that we're going to be. That's about all I got, but I am eager to hear what you all have to say about this element, because this is a powerful element. This is our secret sauce, so to speak. I use that expression a lot. I got it from others, but let's get some combo going on here. Can we hear from Ricky? If you don't mind coming off mute, Ricky, so we can hear what you're coming, please.
All right. Thank you, Sylvie. That was amazing. I just loved you and Barbara. That was great. Yes. So I enjoyed this element too, just the way it connected to the one previous to it and led us into how to do what we want. And on page 80, I like this thought here where it says, when I visualize my desired weight goal and how I feel now in relationship to how I will feel when I reach my healthy weight, it creates a powerful tension that needs to be resolved. It also awakens a desire to install the secondary choices that will allow the generative improvement in my health and weight. So that tension is what brings you to go on and try to do something about yourself. And that's what I looked at the one that Dr. A did, and it said that usually it's something that happens that brings you to this point. And mine was my bad health, all those, like you said, bucket load of health issues and the medicine and all that stuff. That was the thing that drove me to try to improve my health. And and here I am now, and I'm doing so much better, and I'm happy that other people can have that same thing.
That's so awesome, Ricky. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. And we have another Ricky iPhone. Ricky, please, would you come off of mute so we can hear your comment too, please?
I am. Sure. Let me see if I can get off of, no, the camera won't come on. Can you hear me okay?
Just fine.
Okay, so Karina is our host. She's been our host, but our coach, Karina Pacello. Been very helpful. We started the diet. We're on our third week. When I say diet, new way of eating, my wife's on it with me. I was a little reluctant because I have an issue with cancer, and I'm on some situations where they thought I couldn't lose weight. And not that I'm that heavy, but I need to lose about 40, 45 pounds, 50 pounds. And that will put me down to my goal weight. So I said I'd give it a try. Well, the first week I lost 15 pounds.
Wow.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Thick.
Oh.
So I'm pretty excited about it. I didn't have any idea I'd lose that much weight. You know, me and my wife are really sticking to it to the T. So, I mean, there's no cheating or anything like that. What it says, we do, we do. And it's, you know, it was a little tough in the first week, but I think we pretty well got it mastered. I enjoy it. I went to the doctor the other day and my blood pressure was 124/79. They said it's a blood pressure of a 20-year-old. So definitely was helpful there. And then my wife has done very well, but I feel really good about it. And Karina's called us, kept on top of what our needs are, and I think that's important, you know, because if we have questions, we call her, she answers them, because you get confused on a new way of eating. But it definitely, without any question, works. So, but you got to stick to the plan, and they've already done it for us. So just stick to the plan, and you'll get tremendous results. And my wife has done excellent too. I'll let her tell you. My wife's Kathy.
I'm Kathy. Yeah, the first week I was really amazed. I lost 9.4 pounds.
Wow.
I've lost over 13 pounds. So in 2 weeks. So I've done good. So anyway, I want to lose about 25 more. And that would be nice.
You know, it's funny with I noticed that about women. They say 3 3/4. They keep to me. Hey, I lost 4 pounds. You know, but she's done awful good. You know, our goal weight we hope to reach maybe in 2 months, or you know, a month and a half. At this pace, maybe sooner. But I'm real excited about it. It's like I say, it's been. I definitely would recommend it to anybody that needs to get on a healthier plan. And I read something, and in fact, Karina, I think, sent this to me. Nothing tastes better than thin. Like that, you know, that helps you appreciate. And we do need it for our health and all the stress we're under. It's a good deal.
And I
Kathy, congratulations. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I appreciate Karina being, you know, she's very persistent. Because there for a while I work from home, and then since COVID, I usually put on weight, but I have the past 2 years. So I get out of that rut. But when she told me about it, you know, she has that personality movie. She's a great coach. So we go with her.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Thank you both for sharing. Thank you so much. Jamie, please. Hi, honey. Can you take yourself off mute?
Hi, everyone. Sylvia, as always, amazing. And some of the things you said, I loved the make a contract with your future self. Totally a great way to look at it. I love that idea. And I love the lean in green to a picnic. I'm going to start doing that. Any gathering I go to, I'm going to bring a lean and green. That way I at least know that there's something I can eat there and I'm not just looking for veggies. So I love that. One of the things that I really appreciated was the fact that when we're trying to make a new routine, you know, you highlighted the questions that we need to do. You know, do I want to do it? Can I actually do it? Is it easy? How can I remind myself? But the fact that it needs to be consistent, we have to make sure that it's something that we can routinely do every day, and it has to be something that's something we can do, that's achievable. And so we have to make it easy enough for ourselves. Sometimes I think that we have this goal and we don't break it up into smaller pieces. And so by breaking it into a smaller routine, smaller habits, it helps us to reach that goal. And I liked when it says that we need to closely link that benefit and reward to that habit. And so they bring out that it's simply just saying a good job. one of the things I've done is every 5 pounds, I go out and get myself something new to wear, whether it's a dress or a shirt or shorts, whatever. I look forward to going to the store every 5 pounds. So that's something that kind of helps me. And that's my reward to what I'm doing. Now, I may have gotten a couple extra items, recently, but hey, look, once you hit some major goals, you need to make sure to reward yourself, right? But that keeps you on program, that keeps you going, and then you feel good about yourself. And so making sure that you have those rewards, that helps you to keep up with that routine and to keep going. So wonderful job. Thank you so much. And I'm doing my paper. Carol, look for it, because I'm going to try to slack off. Hold me responsible. All right. Thank you, guys.
That was an awesome share, Jamie. Thank you so much. Now on to your amazing coach, Carol.
Thank you, Oprah, aka Sylvia. Thank you, Barbara, aka Bass. Those are my nicknames for them because you're both so awesome. And I told them why. If you ever want to know why, you can, DM me. I'll let you know. But anyway, I just want to say this. I appreciate both of you were excellent. You've pretty much touched everything that I was thinking. I just have one quote that I really love, and it's on page 77. It says, "It is essential to remember that the most important element in actually creating the sustainable transformation of your weight, health, and well-being is the development of your own ability to take ownership of your choices. It's on you. It's on me. It is not, we have a tendency to blame everything else. It's my job, it's the kids, it's this, it's that. And I've done it. I've done it so many times. It's not, it's just me. And once you make the decision, which is the first thing, you make that decision that it stops here. The buck stops with me, and I need to make the change that's necessary to get where I want to be. And we already went over all the different ways that we can do it. I heard YouTube was Gingham Girl, I like her. Anyway, she's another coach. But on that, she mentioned something that really hit me. It's about your mindset. And we have a tendency to just think, oh, I didn't have a choice. I had to eat it because it was there. No, that's what we put up here, that we decided that's what we do. And our mind keeps telling us, we went in the kitchen, the chips were there, so I ate them because it was there. No, that's the habit that we've created in our mind. We have to reprogram our mind for a different habit. When we walk in the kitchen, the chips are there, put them in the pantry, move them out of the way, or walk in the kitchen, have a bottle of water, whatever it is that will help us, whatever new thing that we're doing. And what she really hit me was she said, we do this all the time with children, right? Children don't know what they don't know. Even like going to our meetings, we have children that come to the meeting, and when they first come, they're busy, they're up, when they want to talk, they want to move around. But over time, after a while, you see they're sitting in their seat and they're paying attention and they're making comments because they learned a new habit. We're adults. We can learn a new habit. We can walk away. We can follow what we need to do to be a new us.
Awesome. Awesome. So very true. Thank you so much, Carol. That was a powerful share. Thank you. Okay. Elizabeth, hi. Can you come off mute, please?
Hi.
Hi.
So nice to meet everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, welcome. We can hear you just fine.
So I started this program about 3 months ago and have lost about 13 and a half pounds. And yes, I said the half because it counts. So I started it because I really hate how I looked in the mirror, and I was tired of looking at that person, and it didn't feel very good up here. And like the other lady mentioned about how it is all mindset, you think, I love the program because it makes you think positively and towards those positive choices. And the mindset of telling yourself to be more positive. And James is my coach, and he's very good about being positive and motivating as well. So that really, really helps. And I love the accountability of it. right? And we make those choices every single day, and people are starting to notice. I'm a short person, so if you gain 5 pounds, people notice. If you lose 5, they don't notice. But you lose 13, people start to notice. So it has been really positive for me, and a lot of the things that I've gone through in the last few years of my life was very, very negative. And so helping my brain to look and keep accountable to myself. So it's something I wanted to do for me. I was always giving to other people, and it's like, what have I got given to myself? And it's really, really helped me feel a lot better for me. And it's like, I'm not doing this for anybody else but for me, and to have a much more positive future. So, right, we're all getting older every day, and it's like there's certain things that are always going to be inevitable as we get older health wise, but I can prolong those as much as possible. And that was my mindset, is I want to be as healthy now so I can be healthier in the future as well. Whoever that person, be me, is at that point when I'm 40 or 50 or 60 or whatever age I'm at, I want to be a healthier person. So those habits that you create now, you don't always have to explain them to other people, but it does help. People do notice your eating habits, and then they ask, well, how did you lose the weight? And then that always starts conversations all on its own. So it's been a really, really great program.
Oh, beautiful. Congratulations, Elizabeth. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. Oh, all this wonderful. We are going to close our time out with Vanda. Please, Vanda, can we hear from you?
Can you hear me?
Just fine.
My coach is tomorrow, and the host has asked you to start your video. Actually, I'm ready for bed. That's why I don't have my video on. But you can still hear me, right?
We can. Mhm.
Okay. I started this journey 4 weeks ago, and I have to say that I am impressed with it, because just like Barbara, I was a skeptic, and I did not see myself eating 6 meals a day. I'm like, no way. So after my first week, I began to understand why that's so important, because I have a tendency of going too long without eating, and you know what happens when you go too long without eating. So what I appreciate about this program, because I think in week number 2, it talked about mindful eating. And as I was looking at page 43 on the Dr. A's Habits of Health book, it just blew me away in the chapter where it's talking about it's not your fault that you're struggling, because it gave an example of an onion that starts off at 70 calories, but by the time the restaurant finished with it, they turn into a blooming onion, which transform into a 2,400 calorie vegetable. So when I saw that, it just blew me away, and it really impressed upon me the importance of being mindful of what I eat, and not always grabbing that bag of M&M peanuts. I said it before, I'm a M&M peanut person, and I'm a lover of that, and I can't believe I went 4 weeks without any candy or chips. And because of Coach T, and with my determination, I am amazed as how far I have come. And I really appreciate her reaching out to me. And that's my story.
I love it. It's a beautiful story, Vanda. Thank you so much. And it is an encouraging story. Peanut butter crisp bar might be a thought. as far as hitting that our peanut butter chocolate chip bar might help on the desire for the peanut butter or the M&M peanuts. Just the thought. Everybody, this has been an amazing element discussion, and that is because you all have provided and some wonderful comments. Thank you for everybody commenting. Thank you for everyone who sent shout outs in the chat. Thank you for that. So we are going to move into our next portion, and I am going to turn things back over to James because we're going to go into our coaching portion of our call, which of course you all know that you are welcome to stay for. If you can do that, that would be fantastic. We would love to have you.
All right. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. That was incredible. Thank you, Sylvia and Barbara. Thank you so much, both of you guys. Amazing story. But thank you for leading us this evening on this element on how do we create what we want. I love, if you guys notice, the kind of the flow of the first 3 chapters is knowing what you want, why it's important. And then once you know what you want and your why, now how do you go and create it? I love how the life book starts off with that. Before we get into anything, really focusing on those things. So thank you for handling that. And for all those that shared, appreciate you guys too. As Sylvia mentioned, we are going to transition into our coaching call. So as she said, if our clients, thank you for being here. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome to stay. After our client community call, we meet with all of our coaches. And that's just for looks like another 20 minutes up to the hour, just to kind of huddle together as a group so that we can become better coaches, learn how to better serve you as clients, and also how to build and grow our business. Because even though we love people, we also love our business, and we love all the things that come with it, the freedom, the finances, and the purpose and meaning behind it too. So that's what we're going to be discussing and talking about next. All right, so you guys, welcome to our coaching call. Amazing community call. Sylvia, thanks again for leading that. That was incredible. I see why Carol calls you the Oprah of the group, because every single time, you guys don't just have that voice. You just want to hear all day, like all night. Yep, I agree. All right, cool. So we went a little bit over, but that is okay because we love our clients and we love hearing from our clients. But I think we do have a few new coaches we want to introduce, we want to welcome before we jump into our call and what we're going to be discussing and talking about. Let's see, I think I got a message from Ricky. Well, first, let me say congratulations and welcome to all the new coaches to our team, to the family. I believe it's Danielle. I don't think we've heard from you. I hope there it is. You have her name disappeared. Where'd she go? There she goes. Hi, Danielle. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, Danielle, to the team, to the family. Danielle, maybe if you can just come off mute and just share a little bit with the group. This is your coaching team, your coaching family. Maybe you can share a little bit about your journey and on the program, what it's done for you, and what made you decide to take the next step and to become a coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So Jamie reached out to me. You know, we've been good friends for a long time. And she said, Danielle, I'm not happy right now. Let me share with something I'm getting happier, because I've gone through a lot the last couple of years. In 2020, I had a baby. She was born at 27 weeks. So 12 weeks in the NICU, very stressful. And I'm a stress eater. January of last year, I ended up in the hospital for a week, a bad infection, kidney stone, found spots on my liver, so I put in my post on Facebook this morning that I went through a health roller coaster. And so I gained over 40 pounds. So it's just, I needed to get back the mental mindset to get healthier. And I chose to become a coach because I work in healthcare. I love helping people. It's my desire. I love helping people and sharing and giving them the opportunity to better themselves. So that's why I decided to go ahead and be a coach.
I love it. Very, very nice. Danielle, amazing story. Thanks for sharing and welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. We're glad to have you here. And I believe your coach is Ricky, right? No.
My coach is Jamie.
Jamie, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Sorry, Jamie. Very nice. I love it. You were on last week. We were there talking about you last week on our call. So very nice. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family, and glad to have you. Super exciting. Very nice. Let me go back to gallery. Do we have any other coaches that we haven't yet heard from that would love to come on and share? Shadon, go ahead. You're not a new coach, but go ahead.
Yes, I'm a new coach. It's a new month. I'm a new coach every month. But anyways, I would like to invite our new coach. She know who she is. Do I gotta say your name? I'll say your name. Go ahead, Karina, and come off mute and share your story with us. They were just talking about her.
You're such a brat. Hi, my name's Karina. I'm from Brentwood, California. The other Brentwood up in Northern California. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a thumbs up if you're hearing me? Because my Wi-Fi is super sketchy. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay, sorry. I think it's my Wi-Fi. Anyways, I've known Shadon and Amber since 2018. They were amazing people to meet. They came out to my Kingdom Hall in Redwood City at the time to do some Meet Great Territory, and we just bonded instantly. I was in a place with my health and weight where Jehovah put them in my life at the right time, and they told me about what they were doing, and I got on and I saw some great results, as everybody does on this program, and I was able to maintain it, which I was very thrilled. Never got to my goal weight. Situations happened where I couldn't continue on the program, but I was able to maintain. And then COVID-19 happened and I just gained everything back. I think everybody just kind of stress ate during that time. So fast forward, I kind of put a posting the other day, just being full disclosure and very vulnerable, because I've always been I'm usually the one taking the picture, not the one in the picture. So I got sick with the flu really bad in May for about a week. And when I came out of it, I was down 5 pounds, but I was feeling kind of good. Like that 5 pounds did something to me. And so I started to implement my habits of health back into my life. I'm like, I'm going to see if I can keep going with this. And I managed to lose about 6 more pounds in a couple weeks. And in that time, again, Shadon and Amber, being the friends that they are, happened to start texting me and, hey, what's going on? How you doing? You ready to start coaching yet? You ready to start coaching yet? And sure enough, with the weight I was already losing, I said, yeah, I think I'm finally in a headspace where I can be part of my own journey, but also I have enough to give to other people. So I jumped on that horse and just, out the gate, I'm down another 6 pounds in 2 weeks. So since I originally got sick up until today, I'm down 17.8 pounds and I feel so great. If anyone saw that posting, I put the picture I took back in May. I wasn't thrilled, but I wasn't mad at it either. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so, I have hips and, a body, so I wasn't stressed out too much about it. But it wasn't until I retook it just the other day and then compared it that I was like, whoa, wait a minute. It just opened my eyes to my reality and perhaps my little body dysmorphia that I had going on in my head. So that was really a confidence booster, but also just hearing my clients, Ricky, that shared that he's, has some cancer issues. And due to the treatments he's getting, it's almost impossible. That's what the doctor told him, to lose weight. So for him to lose that weight in just 2 weeks, he is just doing cartwheels, and I'm just so thrilled for him. And that really is my why right now. I'm loving that I'm seeing my own results, but seeing my friends and my family feel better and get better. it's been worth it. So thank you, Amber and Shannon, for never giving up and keeping at me. So I'm going to shut up now because I will go on forever.
I love it. Wow. Amazing. Karina, welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. I can already tell, and I saw your posts. They were great posts. And I can tell just from you being open and vulnerable, is that how you say the word? You're going to impact and inspire a lot of people with this because you are sharing and open. Welcome. And thank you for sharing. And I think we have one more coach, but I'm going to invite Carol because she's going to introduce her new coach. Go ahead, Carol.
Okay, so I want to introduce my very newbie, and that's my bestie, my friend, Sandra Williams. She's my sister friend, and we've known each other like forever, and she was on my heart list. So she agreed to be, and she's going to kill me because I'm calling her out, but it is what it is. Let's just do this. Let's rip the Band-Aid, and let's go for it. This is where we grow. Come on, Sandra.
Okay, well, I'm here. I actually started the program last year, and I think it was October. First week I was on, I lost 8 pounds. However, things happen, and so I just yo-yoed, wishy-washy. Didn't really do anything with it again. Still ate the food, but not like on program. But a lot of health issues have surfaced, and it's making it difficult. My doctor is stressing for me to quit my job because it's not allowing my body to heal. I had a very, very bad slip and fall in September of last year. And so I've not been healing the way I should be healing. So I can't just quit my job. Everybody knows you can't just do that. So I am very unsure of myself. I don't consider myself a good quote role model, but I have to try something. I know this plan works. I know I've seen it. It's just a matter of me getting the confidence in myself to do it. I will say I have been back on program. So for the last few weeks, and I'm down about 8 pounds, but long way to go, considering medicine I was on caused a lot of my weight gain over the last year, which I totally quit taking. I just went cold turkey, which was probably not the best idea. But I quit taking it because I saw the negative side effects it was having. And I looked up natural supplements I could take instead. Unfortunately, it takes those forever to start working, but they are. But I'm hoping that with good coaching from my coach and a good support group, that I can be successful and maybe be able to quit my job hopefully soon. I know it won't be anytime tomorrow, but I'm hoping at least maybe by the end of the year. We'll see. But again, I'm not a very self-assured person at all. But that's me.
Love it. Sandra, welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. So good. What Sandra, love about what you now have, this opportunity that you have. Thanks for sharing your story too, by the way. But the opportunity that you have is that you don't have to come in and try to figure out anything. There's a system in place, and all you have to do is follow Carol's lead. Carol is one of the best in this group, and she's done it. And so she's going to tell you exactly what to do, and you just follow her steps. And if your goal is to replace an income, to match an income, to leave your job, What's amazing now is you have a tool, a vehicle that can help you and show you how to do that. Yeah, and just follow Carol's steps. So good. Well, welcome to the team, you guys. Welcome. Can we welcome our new coaches, Danielle and Sandra? So good. I love it. This is amazing. Okay, cool. So I have about 5 minutes with you guys, and I thought I'd have more time, but I'm going to take this 5 minutes because last week on Wednesday, we started a 30-day challenge where we are doing 30 days of transformation stories to share. How you guys been doing with that? Good, okay, not so good. You guys posting kind of iffy. Yeah, good. I see some thumbs up. I see some, okay, cool. So we started that last week, Wednesday. So tomorrow will be a full week. And I've actually been going through that. I've been seeing people are posting and being consistent with that. And so, and if you guys notice in the group, I was trying to put up short training videos to show you guys how to use social media, how to brand yourself, start conversations and different things like that. And I wanted to take some time here to show you guys what to do with those posts, because the whole point of those posts is, one, it's to brand yourself. You know, you're branding and you're showing people who you are and what you do, and you are a health and wellness coach and you have a program that can help people. But one of the things that my coach taught me and I learned is that if you don't work the post, write that down, work the post, it doesn't matter how great of a transformation you post up or you put up, or if you do 30 days consistently and you don't miss a day, if you don't work the post, that post is pointless. It's actually a waste. Okay. Well, I won't say it's a waste, because you will have a few people that might reach out to you and ask you, what are you doing? You might inspire a few people. But the magic happens is when we actually work the post. And what I love about the hub is that it really shows us step by step on how to start conversations, how to reach out, how to talk to people, and how to work the post. But what I wanted to do is take a few minutes and go over a few strategies. I don't have time to go over everything, but I do want to go over a few strategies that I found that's very, very helpful when it comes to working the post. Okay. So what we want to do is every single one of your posts that you guys have put up, you want to write all the names down of people that have engaged on your post. So one thing, if you're not doing this already, that's okay. Start today, is go back to your last 5 or 10 posts on social media. If you're a brand new coach, you're not doing this, don't worry, we'll show you these steps. But go back to your last few posts and write down all the names of every single person that's either liked, thumbs up, a heart, a haha emoji, they commented, they thanked you, whatever they did on that post, we want to write their names down. And this is going to be your list. This is going to be your list of people we're going to connect with and engage with and start conversations with. Okay. And this is just one of the ways to build out a list, but one of the best ways is people that's watching you, they're engaging with you, they're liking your posts, they're commenting on your posts. And then what are we going to do with that list? We are going to do a strategy called, some of you guys might have heard of this, you may not. It's called like, comment, message. So write that down, LLCM. 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 And what does that mean? LLCM, like, comment, message. Okay, you guys got that? Like, comment, message. I was going to take some time and actually show you guys, maybe we'll do that next week and I'll give you guys some examples and I'll show you how I like, comment, message. But pretty much what that's going to be is someone took the time on your page to like, comment, or message on your post, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to return the favor. Okay. So now you have a list. You're going to go to that first person on your list. We're not just randomly, who am I going to start a conversation with? We want to be intentional. This is how, when we say coaching don't take up that much time, is if we're intentional and we're actually working off of a list. If you're not working off of a list, and you're spending hours into this business, it's probably because you're not working off the list. But when you have your list, you go to that first person, you go to that person, you go to their Facebook page, and you're going to do exactly LLCM. You're going to like 2 of their posts, or at least 2, 1 or 2 of their posts, comment on 1 of their posts, comment on 1 of their posts, and it can be any post. Don't spend a lot of time on this. What post should I comment on? Which one should I like? Just like a few of their posts, comment on 1 of them, and then go into Facebook Messenger and go send them a message. Okay. And what are you going to say in that message? Are you going to say, hey, I'm a health coach, I have a program that can help you? No, 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 no. You're just going to go in there and you're going to be a human and just start a genuine, authentic conversation. How do we do that, guys? Hi, how are you? What's going on? How's life? I noticed your kids are in a summer camp. Oh my goodness, I saw you just went to Disneyland. How was Disneyland? Was it crowded? We're just going to be human and be authentic and go start an authentic, genuine conversation. Naturally, when you go and you ask somebody, what's up with you? How are you doing? How's life? And we're interested. We're not being interesting. You're being interested in them. Naturally, what are they going to do in return? What are they going to say? They're probably going to ask you, well, hey, how are you? Or what's up with you? Or what's going on with you? Now, this is where you want to remember we're intentional. We are starting an authentic conversation, but we're very intentional on why we are connecting and reaching out to people. And when they go to our page and they see what we're doing, they know what we do. So when we go and start these authentic conversations, we want to be intentional. So when they ask you, what's up with you? How are you? What do you think we're going to tell them? Your story. You're going to tell them your story. Well, how am I doing? I'm doing amazing. I can't believe that I started this program. What did Sandra, was it Sandra say? I can't believe I just started this program and I'm already down 8 pounds. I feel great. I feel amazing. Pretty crazy, but I never thought I'd do this, but I decided to become a coach and I'm helping other people. But I'm good. The kids are good. The family's good. Summer, it's hot, whatever. We're just being human. We're starting a natural conversation, but you're going to input a part of your story in there when they ask you what's going on with you. Okay. Now write this down, guys, because this is very, very important. You were only looking for people that are looking for you. You were only looking for people that are looking for you. So if they're looking for health, if they're looking for you, when you tell them your story, what are they probably going to say if they're looking for you? They're probably going to say, oh my God, Sandra, you're down 8 pounds. How did you do it? Or what are you doing? Or give me the sauce. What was it? What was it, Sylvia? Give me the magic sauce or the secret sauce or something like that. They're probably going to ask you, what are you doing? And what's this program all about? And so that's kind of the strategy I really wanted to focus on what are we doing with these posts? Because again, you can put up all these great, amazing posts, but if you're not working the post and going in there and starting authentic, genuine conversations, nothing's going to happen. The magic's not going to happen. And I want to show you guys proof of that. Let's see, Jessica's not on, she left, but I 20 minutes before we jumped in this call, I was trying to go back and I wanted to print up a bunch of examples and show you guys, because this is literally what I do every single day. Is I post, and it doesn't matter what post it is. I can put up a picture of my 17-month-old daughter. And if someone liked that post, I'm going to go start a conversation with them. I can put up a picture of my dog, Xena. If someone liked that post, I'm going to go, their name is going to go on my list and I'm going to go start a conversation with them. Especially if I put up some kind of health related before and after picture, their name is going to go on my list. I'm going to go like, comment, send them a message and start an authentic conversation with them. I do want to bring up one thing. If they do not ask you, what are you doing? And they're not looking for you, because sometimes we might start these conversations. I think this is important to note. Sometimes they may not ask you, what are you doing? or what's the program you're doing, because they're not looking for you. But I promise you, they know somebody, whether it's a sister, a cousin, an aunt, a mom, a coworker, they know somebody that is looking for what you have. They know somebody that needs to get healthy. They know somebody that's on multiple medications. They know somebody that's done 20 different programs and nothing's worked for them. So this is where we want to be very, very intentional. Now, if they don't ask you what you're doing, now I will insert and ask them, hey, I'm super passionate about what I'm doing. If you know of anybody that's looking to get healthier and lose weight or want to come off medication, could you connect them with me? Could you send them my way? Okay. And I want to show you guys an example of this. And this is like, again, I literally do this consistently every single day with my post. And this is the reason why we post. This is the reason why I post. I post I'm not waiting for someone to come and ask me, James, what is this? What are you doing? But I post and I think of what can I put up that's going to cause some type of engagement so someone can comment, like on my post, and I can go just start an authentic, genuine conversation with them. Okay, let me show you guys this example, then we'll wrap up. And then I do want to say this, that if you are noticing on your social media, I'm gonna say this while I'm pulling up this example. If you're noticing on your social media that you put up a post and it can be an amazing post. I see some coaches will put up this amazing transformation, and in their description, their story, it will be an amazing story, an amazing transformation. And they're very authentic and vulnerable and sharing their heart and their life. But you'll see there'll be 1 like on it or 2 likes on it, or there's no engagement. The reason why that is usually, and go back to your posts and look, and if you're noticing you don't see a lot of engagement, it's because you're not being social on social media. So that whole like, comment message strategy, really what that does is it's going to trick the Facebook algorithms to where you're going to get more engagement on your post because Facebook is seeing that you're someone that's actually social. You're using social media the way it's designed. And so what is Facebook going to do, or Instagram, or your stories? What are they going to do? They're going to show your post to more people because you're actually being social. So this is where that like, comment, message strategy comes in. Not only are we looking for people that are looking for us, but you will notice once you start doing that and you're consistent with it, do that for a good 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll start to notice on all your posts, you're going to see more likes, more comments, more engagement, because Facebook, social media, Instagram stories are going to be showing it more. So let me show you guys this example, and then we'll wrap up here. Okay. And I wanted to have more examples for you guys, but this is literally one I just kind of just thought about because it was recent. But this is Jessica. You guys know Jessica, and I think she's okay with me sharing this. Maybe I should have took off the name, but there's none personal here. But Jessica's a client, became a client, and Jessica's now a coach, and she just signed up her second client. But look how this started, you guys. Literally, this was from my stories. This is on Instagram. Okay, I post transformations on my Instagram stories, and Jessica didn't comment. And I've been friends with Jessica for years, guys, for years. I've been a coach for 4 years. Why is Jessica just now getting started as a client? It's probably because it took me forever to reach out to her, but she's been watching and she's been looking at my post. So what did I do? You guys know on Instagram, it actually shows you who's watching your story. That's what's amazing about Instagram, is you can actually see who's watching. But Jessica, I said, hey, Jessica, thanks for the love on my story. All she did was heart it. She didn't comment. She didn't message. She didn't do anything. She just did a heart. And I said, incredible transformations, right? She said, yes, they look amazing. This is when we were doing the promotion. Our company is having a promotion, $200 in savings. That's a very rare Flora and I are looking to help more people with their health. Our passion is helping more in the Latino and Black community to get healthier, physically, mentally, and financially. Not sure if you're looking to impact or ways to earn more income, but we also are looking to partners that are also passionate about helping others. This I don't always put, but I just felt like throwing that in there. But if you notice here, I said, or if you know anyone that wants to get healthier, lose weight, or come off medication, could you please connect them with me? You guys, I don't really know Jessica, and I don't know if she's looking to get healthier, lose weight, or she knows somebody, but to my surprise, what does she say? I'm actually interested myself. How does your program work and how much is it? Again, Jessica has been watching me post for months. Why did she not reach out and ask me, what is the program and how much does it cost? Why? I don't know. I'm not going to play that game, but humans are just inclined to just not ask. And it wasn't until I reached out and asked her, do you know of anybody? And she said, I'm interested myself. I said, oh, really? I had no clue. It's not a one size fits all. We have many different programs depending on your goals and current health. Do you have some time this afternoon, evening to talk? I would love to hear a little bit more about your goals, and then I can tell you all about it. And then, hey, James, I'm just now getting home. I'm not sure if you have some time tonight, but I may be available tomorrow evening. I said, I'll be free in 10 minutes if that works for you. I'm free now. Okay, what's the best number to reach you? We jumped on the phone and did a health assessment. So I wanted to share that with you guys because this literally, and not all the time do I go straight into just throwing that out and say, hey, this is what I do. Sometimes those conversations can be a few days, it can be a few weeks. It might even be a month or so before I actually offer or I ask if they don't ask me themselves. But with Jessica at this moment, I just felt like throwing it in there and I did. And to my surprise, she was ready to get going. And she actually jumped on program right away. A month into program, she became a coach. She's been a coach for a month now. She's already signed up her second client. So just wanted to kind of give you guys an example and show you guys, this is where the magic happens. So you can put up the most amazing post. You can put up the most amazing transformation, but if you're not taking time to make a list and go start an authentic, genuine conversation with people, then it's going to take you a long time to acquire and help as many people as you want to help. I'll just say it that way. It's going to take a long time. So choose your number. This is the homework I'll give you guys, is make a list. Again, make your list. And every single day, your job is to go to that list and go do a like, comment, message, and go start an authentic conversation. If we're following the hub, it's only 10 people a day. And what's amazing with that 10 people is that like, comment, and I've timed this, guys, that like, comment, message, go start a conversation, probably only takes, what, 45 seconds? Maybe a minute? Okay, we'll say it takes a minute and a half. If I did 10 people, if I did that to 10 people every single day, and I took a minute and a half to go like a couple of posts on their page, go comment on something on their post, and the comment can be anything, guys, it doesn't matter. Comment on one of their posts on their kids, their cats, their dogs, their vacation. Again, you're just being interesting. You're just being interesting. And then you go start go send a message and start an authentic conversation. That minute, 2 minutes, and I do 10 of those a day, that really only takes what, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Now, if that's something you can set aside, block out 20, 30 minutes in your day to go start these conversations, 30 days, what is that, 300 people? Out of those 300 people, you mean to tell me there's not at least 5 or 6 people out of those 300 that need what you have or that want what you have? Or that know somebody, maybe a mom, a cousin, an aunt that needs and want what you have? So this is where it just takes us just doing the work, just starting the conversations. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. I had a little bit more, but for the sake of time, we won't go into it. So I just kind of gave you guys the cliff notes. but this is how I acquire. Well, most clients come from referrals, but 3 to 4 to 5 clients every single month just come from doing exactly what I just showed you guys I did with Jessica. And sometimes those conversations are right to the point and they're ready to go. Sometimes it might take a week, 2 weeks, 3 months. Guys, sometimes I've been doing this almost 5 years. It takes them 4 years before they're ready. But if we're doing this consistently, 10 people, at least 10 every single day, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to impact and help as many people as you want to help. Okay. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or anything on that before we wrap up, before we end? Elizabeth said she watched my post for a year. Wow. Elizabeth, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to my conversation and see how it started then. But she's been watching for a year before she started. I love it. Great example. Yeah. Actually, Elizabeth, do you remember? I'll go back and look, but did you reach out to me? Did I send you a message? You don't remember? I'll go back and look. You're muted. Oh, no, you're not muted.
Sorry, I reached out to you twice. The first time I wasn't ready yet, and the second time I was.
Yeah. But you guys see, it could take a year. But I'm not waiting for Elizabeth, even though I want to help Elizabeth get healthy and I want to help her reach her goals. And a lot of people, we do this. I have this client, Elizabeth, she's going to start. She's my next, while I'm still building relationship and waiting on Elizabeth to be ready, I'm still doing my conversations. I'm still connecting and reaching out to people and just being authentic and just starting conversations. Cool. Okay, Savannah has her hand up. Go ahead, Savannah. Good night, Sandra.
I might have missed it real quick, but do you do the like, comment, message all at once, or do you spread it out over a day or two?
Yeah, great question. So Savannah, what I do is I will block out time on my calendar. A lot of us coaches call that a power hour. Your mom actually does them every single morning. And during that power hour, I'm going to set aside maybe 15, 20 minutes to where I'm going to focus on my list. And I'm going to go and connect and reach out to my next 10 people on my list. So let's say if my power hour is set, and this is where I dedicate an hour to my coaching business. And let's say I can work my business on a lunch break. I get an hour lunch and I'm going to spend 30 minutes from 12 to 12:30. And I'm going to focus on starting conversations on my list. That during that 30 minutes, I'm going to pull out my list and I'm just going to go to number 1, like, comment, message, go to number 2. So what I do in a lot of coaches that are very, very successful is they'll block out power hours or time on their calendar to where they can focus on those activities like starting conversations.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Great question. Anybody else? No? All set? We're all good? Very cool. Elizabeth says since 2019. Love it. All right, guys. Well, guys, thanks for being on. Thanks for staying on for an extra 18 minutes. Appreciate it. Hopefully this was helpful. You guys, I love that we're doing this 30-day post and we're sharing and we're really giving people hope and sharing what's possible. But again, if we're not working the post, then it's kind of pointless. Cool. You guys have a great week. For those that are on that 30-day, I'm getting our challenges mixed up. You guys know the other one we're doing, the summer one. Guys, keep posting, keep sharing. Coaches, especially you guys, keep posting, keep sharing that. Encourage your clients to be a part of that. It's good to see all the engagement in that post, because what that's going to do in that group, it's going to keep our clients motivated, keep our clients active, and keep them going. So thanks you guys for being active and supportive in the group. We'll see you guys all next week.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.